Hey, it's Nichole Kellerman-Worth, founder and creator of WildlyAliveWeightLoss.com. From body image, spirituality, beliefs, money, and movement, to relationships, motherhood, creativity, sisterhood, and mindset, Wildly Alive Weight Loss is a place to come for practical advice and real stories on how to create a lifestyle you adore and a body you feel proud of. Okay, so we're talking about how not to lose your shit this holiday season, okay, so just to give you a little bit of a backstory, I was out of town for 20 days, staying with extended family, staying with Zach's family, and then I got home. I stayed the night, 2 nights, and then I found out that my cousin had passed away, and then I left and went to my side of the family for about a week. And so during the holiday season, one of the hardest parts of the holiday season is family. And I really have endured all the triggers that family does for you. And so I have a lot of great tools in that aspect, and also just typical holiday stress and how to kind of navigate that and really create a holiday season that feels good for you. Not what society tells you what your holidays should look like, not what your family tells you your holidays should look like, not what Instagram tells you your holidays should look like, what you want your holidays to look like, and really letting go of some of those social pressures that involve this season that don't really serve you. So, oh, hello, look at everyone coming in. This is so great. Talia, Colleen, Pam, Teresa, Yasmin, Elizabeth, Shannon, Megan, Amy. Hi, guys. So glad you're here. This is going to be awesome. Okay, so this format that you're watching right now is, this is like a sample of a class that I do in my program, Wildly Alive Weight Loss Immersion. So I'm just going to call it Immersion from here on out. So this is exactly the format that we use every single week. And so these little bubbles at the bottom, make it fun, comment, limiting belief, and 30 minutes a day for you, are just reminders that, like, Wildly Alive is about fun. So we're about creating some fun around each topic, and so I have some ideas, of course, around the holiday season, and limiting beliefs. So as we're going through, and I have another slide on this, but as we're going through this process, it's really important that you recognize Helga. So Helga is the self-sabotaging voice. She's the one that tells you that you can't do a lot of the things that I'm encouraging you to do to make your holiday better. And so she'll pop up and she'll say, that's not realistic, I can't do that, I'm going to piss somebody off, da, 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 da. Those are limiting beliefs. They are beliefs that are limiting you from stepping things up in your life, from creating that life that you really, really want, that life in the body that you really, really want. That's what limiting beliefs are. And when you comment below, as it comes up, it gives us an opportunity to talk through it, and it also just brings awareness onto that limiting belief. And sometimes you don't even have to do anything extravagant at that point. Just being aware that, like, oh, I have this belief that I can't do that, but I really know I can, just helps you move through it and start stepping things up and creating a life and a body that you really, really want. Okay, so make sure you're commenting those. And then something else I really encourage in the program is carving out 30 minutes a day for you. So this can be accumulative. It doesn't have to be 30 minutes a day. It could be 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. It could be 5 minutes on your drive to work because you're stressed out and you do some deep breathing. It could be 10 minutes at lunch when you go for a walk, or you just sit outside and let the sun hit your face because you're stressed out. You know, like, it could be like a class like this, an education. It could be movement. It could be going to the grocery store. But if you have 30 minutes a day for you, again, even if it's in 5-minute, 2-minute increments all around the day, you're just going to show up better and you're going to feel a lot better, which means you'll make healthier choices, essentially, in terms of health and weight loss as well. So this isn't necessarily something for you guys, but in the immersion program, I really encourage ladies to exit out of the class if they are feeling overwhelmed, if they haven't been sleeping well, if they're really stressed out and haven't been taking any care of haven't been taking care of themselves at all, because sometimes adding in more information in an already overwhelmed and stressed out and sleep deprived mind actually makes you feel a lot worse. It's just like Helga says, oh, here's one other thing that I'm not doing right. And so I always encourage my clients, and even you, if you are here and you're feeling any of these things, and you're feeling like you just want to be here to like be a good student, I want you to be here because you're feeling good and you want to learn some tools on how to navigate the holiday season and feel good, not just to be here because you said you were going to be here. You got to really feel excited and really want to be here. And so I always encourage them to exit out of the class, and you know, they can revisit it at any time, and to always text message me, because that's a part of immersion, is they have that kind of personal connection with me where they can have unlimited access to me all the time. It's really, really cool. So, okay. We also do a visualization in immersion, but we will not do it for the sake of time, because I really want to try to stick to my hour. I respect your time. I respect my time. I'm just not going to try to ramble too much. So this visualization is usually between 5 and 7 minutes, and it's on the topic that we talk about each week. And I'm a big fan of visualization because it really brings your mind into the reality of what you want to create, and that helps bring that reality closer to you. And so it's really, really powerful, and it's really fun to kind of just explore and let your imagination run free. So, okay. Oh yes, as I was saying, comment below limiting beliefs and also light bulb moments. So as we're going through and I say something and you're like, ah, oh, light bulb, comment below and post it, because again, you're just kind of reinforcing in your mind that you want to remember that you want to apply that, and it's going to make you a lot more, it's going to increase your chances of actually taking action and really shifting that way of thinking if you actually comment and kind of state it publicly to all of us here. So, hi Linda, hi Brenda. So glad you guys are here, and anybody on the call. So if this video is ever bogging down, you can always call in and not do the video style. So I put the link to, or all the information up above this video. So if you are listening on the phones right now, hello, hi, we'll open the lines up for some coaching at the end. So again, like when you post your limiting beliefs, it gives us an opportunity to do a little bit of coaching, which is something that I really love to do, but I can't coach you unless you speak up. And then if you're on the phone, obviously, I'll invite you to raise your hand and how to do so, and hopefully you can do that so we can talk about any sort of limiting beliefs that came up for you, because you weren't here to actually type in the Facebook Live. Okay, so let's get started here. Hey Jeanette. Hey Linda. Okay. Here we go. So, oops, that's not supposed to be crossed off there. The donations and greeting cards. Okay, so why are the holidays so freaking hard? So let's talk about this and take lots of deep breaths as we're going through these things. The first thing is social standards, which I was alluding to at the beginning, is keeping up with the Joneses, or what I like to say is keeping up with Instagram. Because if any of you have Instagram, Instagram is all about perfection. Like, everyone is about having a beautiful Instagram profile, and everything is beautiful and perfect and put in place. And that is not reality. Let me just say, that is not the reality. I really try to be as real and honest with my pictures and try not to, like, fancy and clean things up. Like, occasionally I will, but, you know, just today, like, when I did my stories, which I also do Facebook stories, I was, like, doing a little, like, video of my living room because I just put up Christmas decorations, and the living room is messy. Like, I didn't, like, fold the blankets and put the pillows up because people live here, right? And so there is this overwhelming feeling of perfection, this unrealistic goal of perfection, and a lot of people with their social media is actually feeding into the problem. And so I would just encourage you to, like, post real pictures and just use the hashtag keeping it real if you just want to kind of do it that way. But these social standards, especially around the holidays, make it harder because people are taking snapshots, one square of an area of their life that they have perfected that they're taking a picture of, when in reality they turn it around and it's just like a mess back here, right? And so we feel this pressure to have our house look like these pictures, and that's just not reality. So if it's decorations and how you decorate, other social standards are presents. So feeling like, well, obviously there's a financial pressure when it comes to presents, but there's also, am I getting them the wrong gift? Are they even going to like this? So there's this kind of emotional strain around gift giving. Parties, going to parties. What am I going to eat? What am I not going to eat? What can I drink? What I can't drink? What am I going to wear? Are people going to notice that I've gained weight this year? Or, you know, like there's all of this emotional baggage around these events with holiday parties. Shopping. Oh, shopping's fun, right, guys? So if it's lines, standing in line, dealing with crabby people, if it's traffic, it's just being around a lot of people at one time, is a lot. And also, we all are going through some level of our own crap, right? Because as we're going to talk about, the holidays they really bring up the worst in us because it's so stressful. And so bring up the worst in people and then stuff them all in a line and don't give them any tools on how to manage their anger or disappointment or sadness or fear or whatever. You put them all in a line and you make them wait. That's when bad things happen, right? Or put them in a car and make them wait. And again, that's when bad things happen. So people is a tough one, and I'm going to write a blog post about a situation that I had where I started getting a little edgy with someone who was being edgy with me, and I talked myself off the ledge. And it was just a really pivotal moment that I think all of us need to remember to have compassion during this time of year, because everybody is going through something, and a lot of it has to do with family stuff, which we're going to address here soon. So hopefully you'll have some tools to deal with your own stuff, and then also some compassion to know that they're going through some stuff and they probably don't have any tools. What else? Travel. So there's a lot of financial pressure with traveling. Again, people, stressed out, lines, waiting, patience, not good, right? Unrealistic standards. So comparing, just like I was saying with Instagram, and comparing to other people's decorations, gifts, wrapping jobs, which I'm horrible at wrapping presents. Unrealistic expectations, so thinking that we're going to have the perfect holiday, or, the perfect decoration, or the perfect food, just not leaving any room, any cushion in there. Other things, social standards, is donations, feeling like we have to donate. So again, there's a little bit more of that financial pressure. And then greeting cards, feeling like we have to send a greeting card. So there are a lot of things, that kind of add to this stress around the holidays. So there's also family. The family dynamic. So a lot of unresolved issues, and families get together and they haven't worked out their stuff over the last few years, and so we all get together, and then drinking starts, and then it can become a really bad combination. You're going to see somebody that you haven't seen in a long time. Maybe your aunt's going to be there and your uncle's going to be there, and they haven't talked to each other in 10 years. It's stressful. Maybe there's all of this, fear of disappointing. Why, the intense Q&A, I still haven't blank, are they going to judge me? Are they going to judge my body? Are they going to judge my family? Are they going to judge my kids? There's all of these things going on. Oh, Kathy's having a hard time getting on. Bummer. Just call in, Kath. Hi, Alice, Anna. Two of you that have just joined, glad you guys are here. And also what happens when we're around our family is we revert back to childlike behavior. I mean, it's true, guys. I do it myself. And it's totally unconscious. You will start fighting with your cousins and your parents and your siblings as if you were 12 years old again. It's just kind of the dynamics that happen, unless you both have been kind of aware that this has been a thing, and you've kind of said to yourselves, like, I'm no longer that person, and I'm ready to rise above these, frivolous, small issues that we keep nagging over, right? Okay, other factors that make the holidays so freaking hard. Less time for self-care. So we're so busy that we don't have time for we don't make time, let me say, for some of the staple things that we need to really thrive. Less sunlight. Again, like really making sure you're getting some vitamin D, a vitamin D supplement for everybody. Even me, who I live in Colorado. There's a ton of sunlight here. But your skin actually has to be, like 45% of your body has to be exposed without sunlight to really absorb enough vitamin D. So a supplement is great. Fear of weight gain. Fear of weight gain during the holidays, all the treats, all of that stuff. So that adds on some stress. Work. End of the year stuff. So for those of you who work gets really crazy at the end of the year, hey, like it's just like throwing more onto the pot, right? And then self-judgment. We're at the end of the year. We feel like we should be further along by now. We had all these New Year's resolutions in 2017, and we haven't reached those, which we're going to be talking about New Year's resolutions as well. So all of these things really, with all of that, like I don't know if you're feeling overwhelmed just going through that list, but you can understand why the holidays are so hard. So we're going to go through here and really figure out what you want this holiday season and learning how to let go of everything else and kind of manage and have some tools for everything else. So again, as you guys are here, there's plenty of you here. I want you to be posting any sort of limiting beliefs, which we haven't had any really tools yet to bring up any limiting beliefs, but any aha moments as we're going through here. So for those of you who have just joined, Linda, Christina, Alice, Anna, Jeanette, Linda, I don't know if you were here, but post any sort of aha moments, any light bulb moments, and also any beliefs like, I can't do that, that's unrealistic, that she doesn't know my life, so she doesn't know, like those are kind of limiting beliefs. Okay, so how to cope. Stop the people pleasing. So, with the decorations, let me just, here's your permission slip to not do any of these things, to not do any of the things that don't make you feel good. So any of these things that don't make you feel good, like, I'm writing you a permission slip right now and saying you don't have to do those things, okay? And I can see, some limiting beliefs come up and say, I don't have to buy presents? I can't do that. She's crazy. My mom would kill me if I didn't buy presents. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but I want to highlight people pleasing, because the reason why you're doing some of these things is to make other people happy, and in turn you are sacrificing your own happiness and your health as well. So with decorations, keep it simple, keep it small, or don't do it at all. You're okay. You do not have to decorate. If decorating is not your thing, if you do not enjoy it, then do not do it. Okay, my decorations are very minimal, and they're nothing elaborate, and they're not overly beautiful, but they make me happy. I like lights, so I put a lot of lights up, but everything else I'm I don't really have anything else. I don't even have a lot of great ornaments for my tree. I'm hoping to build that up, but, and I don't even have, the greatest tree, but, it works for me. It does fine. I'm totally satisfied with that. Presents. Presents is a big one, and I understand the pressure to get everybody presents or get certain people presents, but I changed my philosophy with presents in 2011 when I was dead broke, and my coach actually gave me the permission not to buy anybody presents and to make presents. So I did make a lot of presents. I made chapstick, and I'm not even a creative person, and I made chapstick and hand wash and exfoliators and things like that. And little, I think, yeah, so Elizabeth said I made goodies this year, didn't buy any presents. Shannon says, giving up the cards this year. I'm okay with that. Yes, I love that. So Linda says, too many people asking to see me and meet, and I feel bad saying no, so all of my time gets taken up. You really have to make time for yourself. You have to schedule out some time for yourself, because I know for me, I don't know about you, Linda, but I am way more introverted than you guys probably know. I need a lot of alone time. And I get drained when I'm in big groups, and so it's really important for me to feel full, like full of self-care, for me to be in big groups, because if I go in big groups and I'm depleted, I get anxiety. I'm like, get me out of here, and it's not fun, right? So if you're anything similar, like, you've got to have some sort of self-care in place and be okay with saying no, you know, like, you have to set the boundaries. People respect people who respect themselves, so you have really got to draw that boundary. So anyway, with presents, you can make the presents, or you don't have to make presents at all. And even now that I have a child, it's the same thing. I don't want Wyatt to think that the holidays are purely about presents. I am not about just giving, like, him entirely too many presents during the holiday season. That's not what the holidays mean to me. He's getting one present. And I know that 4 thing, like, what they need, what they want, what they wear, and there was one other one. What they want, what they need, what to wear, and what to read. I love that. So we're kind of following that whole thing, because they get like one present, basically. So adjust your standards on what feels right for you. And I even went as far as text messaging all the grandparents and saying one present, because my child will not think that the holidays are solely about Santa and presents, because that's not what the holidays are to me. It's about family and connection and relaxing and having fun, not just about presents. So really get clear on what presents means to you. And if you are a big gift giver, then give. That's totally cool, you know? Like, but that's not my thing. You do you, I'll do me. And like, we can both totally stand in that and be confident in that. No judgment at all if you love to gift give. Do it. If this is your time, do it. Okay? Shopping. So as for shopping, so let me see what else is going on here. I want to hibernate. I hate to shop. And having it all be about spending and having things. Yeah, Linda, I can totally relate to that as well. So yeah, same that going in with shopping is, online shopping is nice. I live in a small town, so online shopping is about all I can really do. There is a Walmart here, but as little of my money that can go into an unethical company like Walmart, the better. In dire need, I will go there. But I don't like spending money at a very unethical company like Walmart. And so I do a lot of online shopping. So now is the time for sure. If you're going to be buying stuff online, like, you need to be buying it by the end of this week to make sure it gets here by Christmas. But also, like, know what you want to get in some way, shape, or form if you're going to go. Plan lots of time if you're going to go shopping, and lots of compassion, because again, people are going through some shit right now. And they're going to be triggered, and anger is the most socially accepted emotion, and so there might be some anger floating around, right? What else? Setting boundaries is so great. Yes. Looking forward to hearing how you didn't burst. I'm on a short fuse these days and having a hard emotional time handling the emotions, especially at work, said Shannon. Yes, we will definitely get to that. I bought my kids lots of clothes this year. It makes me feel good when my kids look good. Yeah, that's great, Talia. Amazon Prime, all presents delivered. Yeah, Amazon is like killing it right now. Okay, I do like Amazon, I won't lie. I don't like all the waste that comes with ordering. I'm a total hippie and tree lover and just environmental lover, and I don't like that. That's the one thing that I don't like, but I actually might have found a way around that. Okay, travel. I'm giving you permission not to travel, and I know that might be a little late now, but even a friend of mine realized that she didn't want to go to her parents' house for Christmas. She wanted to have her own family Christmas because she has a 2-year-old. And she broke the news to her mom, and her mom was very disappointed and upset. But, like, we talked about it, and I was like, you have to do you. Like, you have to do what's best for you and your family and how you want to live your life and how you want to live your holidays. And yes, she will be disappointed, but she'll get over it, and she will eventually respect you. And so, you know, like, I know that's a big one, guys, but maybe even next year thinking about that, because you've got to do what's best for you, and if you hate traveling and you hate going wherever, then don't go. Just don't do it. I mean, even us, like, going and visiting Zach's family, we both have basically said that we don't want to go there during the holidays anymore, because a variety of reasons, but we don't want to go there anymore. And we're not going to, and I'm sure we're going to upset some people. They don't know yet, but they will find out, and it is what it is, you know? Like, we got to watch out for ourselves and do what's best for us. Unrealistic standards and expectations. Stop comparing yourself to people online. Follow real people. You know, like, have, I don't know, most people don't take pictures of, like, ugly, like, living rooms all messed up. But just know that everything is, like, fluffed, let's just say. Everything is fluffed for a picture. So just know that those are not realistic standards at all. Parties. Just go to the parties that you want to go to. And if you're going to go to parties, I have a few resources. I don't have them off the top of my head. I probably should have had them all up in the queue. But I have done a few video blogs on setting yourself up for, like, social outings. And just the biggest thing is make sure you're dressing in a way that makes you feel good. Buy a dress that makes you feel good. Buy an outfit that makes you feel good. I don't even wear dresses. But if you feel good, you're going to unconsciously and subconsciously make healthier decisions. Okay, like, that's the number one thing, is you got to be rocking in your outfit. You got to be feeling hot. So if it takes you a while to find that, that's fine. Give yourself patience, but that will save you first and foremost at those parties. When I send out the email later, I'll put some of those resources in the email if you're on my email list, which hopefully you are. Donations I get can be really hard. I am a huge fan of giving back, obviously, because I've volunteered in a few third world countries, but that's the thing, is, like, I've realized that my style of giving is my time. And so when you see the Salvation Army people, you know, ringing their bell, you could feel some guilt. And I try to let go of that guilt, because I like to say, like, I know how I like to give, and I don't necessarily like to give. I either like to give my time or actual physical things. So, like, if I see something at my grocery store where they're doing a food drive, then I'll go and buy some canned food and stuff while I'm shopping and drop it in there. I like to give physical things. I don't like to give money. And so you just have to find out what style works for you and drop any guilt around the Salvation Army people or people raising money for things. Like, just do what feels best for you. And greeting cards, again, like, just do, if you don't want to do not do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Don't feel any guilt around that. I have started doing greeting cards since we've had Wyatt, but I make it super easy. I do this thing called send out cards. You know, last year it took me a while because I had to, like, type in everybody's address, but now I have a list of family and friends, and I just draft together a cute little postcard with, like, a picture on the front, and I say something on the back, and then I just click the group, send it off. It takes me maybe an hour, maybe. That's pushing it. But, you know, like, I really try to find the fastest way around those things, because I am not going to sit there and handwrite. No way. I am not going to handwrite Christmas greeting cards. It's just not my thing. And I have such bad handwriting, so you don't, like, the post office couldn't even read it. So I just made it really, really easy. Okay, limiting belief. I'm anxious about my husband's holiday party because I know there are going to be some people there that don't like me, and I don't know how to handle that. Talia, I'm going to say something, and I know you're not going to like this, but kill them with kindness. And I know I can hear you laughing on the other end. But I really think that that's the key for you, is really showing up and just smiling. You don't need to necessarily talk to them, but just show up with some good energy, and, like, you're not even going to let them impede on your rockingness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm feeling good, I'm rocking, I'm going to have a good time tonight, and nobody can ruin that. And so if you see them, you can just smile at them and just keep going about your thing, okay? Like, don't even, not to necessarily ignore them, like, you know, but like, you know, and then just like keep doing your thing, whatever it is. But, you know, just have this great energy about you, like really jazz yourself up, make yourself feel good, play some music on the way there, get yourself in a good energetic state, and then like they can't even, like, their negativity just bounces off of you because your energy is so good. If you have no one telling you what the holidays were supposed to be, what would it look like to you? So I would love to hear that. What would the holidays look like to you if you had nobody telling you that you needed to do this, and you needed to go to church, and you needed to buy the presents, and you needed to travel there, and you needed to do this? Like, what would the holidays look like to you if it was all your plan? Nobody else had any sort of opinions of it. What would it be? I would love to hear in the comments below what that is, and I'll read them in a little bit. Yeah, Drew says, if some people don't like you, Talia, it's their problem, not yours. Enjoy the party. Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Okay, so how to cope with family. So as I'm going through this, I'll look through the comments really quick as you guys are typing up how the holidays would look to you ideally if nobody had any opinions. I hope you all are typing right now. Let me just look through the comments and give you guys just a moment. Let me see where I am. Okay. Okay, so so Shannon, we're going to get into family right now, which is going to give you a lot of emotional tools to handle during all this stress. Friends, family, good memories, no trees, no lights, just good conversation and good feelings. Yes, love it, Talia. Time spent with my husband and kids, talk over Skype with my parents and brother. Yeah, let's just Skype. That's great. This is the time of year to slow down, not speed up. Yes, that is so true, Linda. Yes, this really is the time to slow down. Like, look at Mother Nature is slowing down, right? Everything's going into hibernation. And our society is like, you know, like we really should be slowing down. Okay, so keep posting that below. So how to cope with family. These are going to be emotional tools to get you through family triggers and stress triggers and coworker triggers, all of those things. So I put this in an email, but I'm telling you it really helps. Is set an intention for the holidays. So as you guys are writing these up, figure out an intention. Now, my intention was really corny. It was to be healthy and happy. And it is really corny and very mundane and boring, but during the holidays, especially when we travel to Omaha to see Zach's family, I tend to kind of get like Scroogey because I don't like to go to Omaha. I love where I live. It's such a great place to spend for the holidays, but all of his family lives there. And because I get a little Scroogey, I get sick. So it's really common for me to get sick in Omaha and be like kind of a stick in the mud. So that was my intention. Healthy and happy for the holidays. Healthy and happy for the holidays. I really set that intention for Thanksgiving. So something else that I did is yoga nidra. If you guys don't know what yoga nidra is, it's not even yoga. It's a meditation. You can fall asleep to it. But I'm telling you, yoga nidra works. It is so good. All you do is you lie down. Like, you don't even have to sit up for this meditation. They encourage you to lie down. And you just fall asleep with it. Fall asleep with it every night. It will make some subconscious changes in your mind. You can find yoga nidra for free on YouTube all over the place. So you lie down and you set an intention, like they call it a sankalpa, but it's basically setting an intention for your practice, for your meditation, and then all they do is slowly relax your body. Like, set your intention on your thumb, first finger, second finger, or second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, and like they're just really getting you present and like slowly relaxing your body. It is so good. And then you go through this other stuff that most of the time I don't remember because I fall asleep, but I'm telling you, Yoga Nidra works because I did it all the time, like a lot of the time I was in Nebraska, and healthy and happy actually came true through a lot of different struggles as well. Like there was a lot of stuff going on, and I was still healthy and happy when I was there. Yoga Nidra works. EFT, tapping, if any of you know what tapping is, I'm telling you EFT works. I did EFT in the shower when I was there because I was super, super stressed out. It's a great energy release. If you don't know what EFT is, just YouTube what is EFT. And it's a little out there, it's a little crazy, you feel a little dumb, but I'm telling you, it works. It's based off of acupuncture. Acupuncture has been around for thousands of years and has proven itself time and time again. Acupuncture works, and it's based on the same meridian points, but without the needles, basically. 4-7-8 breathing, or just deep breaths. So 4-7-8 is you breathe in for 4, you hold your breath for 7, and then you exhale for 8. And you do that 3 times. 3 or 4, now I'm forgetting. Either way, it has been shown to relax your nervous system. So you breathe in for 4, hold for 7, do it with me right now, exhale for 8. And you just do that one more time. I'm already feeling a little zen from that. So 4-7-8 breathing. So these are things you guys should be writing down to help, especially you, Shannon, because you were saying you're feeling you're on the verge. These are things that will definitely help. Take a break outside if possible. When you are traveling or during the holidays, you do not have a moment to yourself. And again, if you're anything like me, I need some alone time. So I would take a walk if I just felt like, take a walk outside. You know, that's best. Oh, my light is getting ready to move over. That's going to help for sure, taking a walk. Or just take a break in the bathroom, take a break in the basement, you know, just like take a break, take a breather, leave, isolate yourself, talk to yourself, touch your heart. Touching your heart really gets you calm. Alone time. Okay, same thing with break. So alone time, okay, so again, like I've told you guys that I love the environment, and I try to be, you know, like aware of all of that stuff. And I used to take really short showers because, you know, that's important to not like be wasteful. But since I've had a child, showers are my jam. Because if any of you have kids, you may know, if you can get a shower alone, it's like, oh, it's like heaven. It's like the best thing in the world. So when you're on vacation or with your family, there's people to watch the kids. So you take long, hot showers, giving you permission to let the water run, take long, hot showers. I did EFT in there. I talked to myself. I breathed. I just took my time in the shower. I put on relaxing music, and showers were my alone time. Showers were my time to recalibrate, readjust, and debrief. Really, really helped as well. Journaling before bed. I know that's a little harder, but journaling and getting those things out of your head and onto paper has been shown to be really helpful. It helps you sleep better, too. Vent. Venting is good, but not being dramatic. Okay, so there's a big difference there. Venting is you're getting ready to lose your cool. You grab your girlfriend or your partner and you take them outside and you're like, I just got to get this off my chest. And you have 90 seconds and you rant and rave and you get crazy and you say all the crazy shit and then you're done. Whew, done. Let's walk in and we're good. Okay? Being dramatic is bitching to that person and bitching to that person and bitching to that person, then calling someone and bitching about it, and then texting someone and bitching about it. That's being dramatic. Okay? So venting is 90 seconds, all out, then you're like, I'm good. It's gone. It's out. I'm centered. Also, what really helped me when I was in Omaha was focusing on what's right. Okay, you guys are being really quiet, so I want to make sure you guys are still here. If you have any light bulb moments or limiting beliefs as I'm going through this. So I do have a tendency when I travel and go and see family in Omaha to focus on what I don't like. I don't like that. I don't like this about this place that we're at. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like that. How that person is reacting. I don't like how that person does that. And a part of my intention for the holidays was to focus on what's right. Focus on what's right. Focus on what's right. And I had to tell myself that over and over and over again, and it helped. It helped me find compassion for people and not be so judgmental and harsh. It helped me be more compassionate to just the town and not be judgmental in that way. Just focus on what's right. Okay? That will help you. What's going right this holiday season? What's going right? Not what's going wrong, what's going right. Shift your focus. Shannon's going to try Yoga Nidra. It's so great. I mean, you got to follow up with me on that, but I'm telling you, fall asleep to it every night, have the same intention, and watch that intention come true. It's so cool. You can use it on physical things too. You can use it on, and they kind of tell you, you can use it on something physical, you could use it on an event. It so works. Can you briefly describe EFT? So, with acupuncture, right? I don't know, Megan, if you've ever had acupuncture, but they put needles in to kind of get energy moving that's stuck, right? So it's meridian points where energy kind of gets stuck. And we're energetic bodies, okay? People, like, a way that you can... I was also a certified massage therapist, so this might sound woo-woo, like this whole energy thing, but it's not woo-woo. Like, it is proven in science. We are energetic beings. We are full of energy. And so the acupuncture is like releasing where typical energy blocks happen. Tapping does the same thing without the needles. And so you do a setup statement, so you chop here, and you just say, even though I want to kill my mother-in-law, I still love and accept myself. So that's usually what a setup statement sounds like. Even though blank, I still love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling fat right now, even though I want to scream right now, even though I hate standing in line to get presents, I still love and accept myself. So you say it 3 times, and then you start tapping on these certain meridian points around your face and around your body, and you just vent about it. Like, I just really hate this. I hate the holidays. I don't know why I even need to celebrate the holidays. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's no fun for me. This should be a time of slowing down. You see what I'm saying? And you just vent. And that could be it. And you will feel an energetic shift. I like to end it on a good note, so I like to vent and bitch and get it out, and then I know that there's a lot of greatness here. I know there's a lot going right here. I know that I can enjoy the holidays. I know that, like, this is a good thing. I'm really lucky that this is my problem. If this is my biggest problem, I really have it good. Like, I try to, like, end on a good note, but it really does shift the energy. And I always suggest people the first time they try EFT is when they're really, really full of, like, energy. So if it's like anxiety or stress, because you can do one little session and you can feel it kind of start to come down. But do a little Googling, YouTube it a little bit, because I'm telling you, it works. It totally works. I use it with all of my clients. Oh, Ashley posted her favorite Yoga Nidra recording. Thank you. My ideal holiday would be drama-free, slowing down and relaxing. I love that, Amy. Okay, my theory on why family is so hard and why they are our greatest teachers. So the feedback I got was, oh yeah, family members not talking to each other, that happens all the time. And I'm like, what? Really? Sad. Makes me so sad, because here's what I think about the family and conflict is like, we can choose our tribe, right? We can choose the people that we hang out with most of the time, also known as our friends. We choose those people because they have similar interests as us. We vibe with them. We feel good around them. We feel comfortable around them because they are more like us. Now, family is not that way because family are different. They are different people. They are raised differently. They think differently. They live different places. They are different people. So if they were your friend, you would say, I'm not really vibing with you, so I'm just not going to, like, we're not going to be friends. We'll go separate ways. But family is different because that is your family. And the truth is you're going to have to interact and commingle with people who aren't jiving with you your whole life. Also known as the work environment. The second most conflict, I mean, maybe it's the first environment that has the most conflict is the workplace. And so if you think about the workplace and family as very similar things, like, you kind of have to get along. Obviously there's blood and there's love there in one situation, but you can't just ignore and not talk to people that you don't vibe with. You're going to have to learn how to find compassion and understanding for other people's ways of living. It's how it is, guys. If we all lived the same life, if we all had the same opinions and we all wanted the same thing, there'd be no contrast. This would not be a great life to live. Contrast is what makes it so beautiful. Just think about, like, just typical contrast in terms of, like, light and dark. Right? Is like contrast is what makes life what it is. When we have really, really great, good feelings, sometimes they don't feel as great unless we have those darker feelings. It's how life evolves. And so so Talia, I am talking to you too, I understand that there are certain situations where they cross a boundary that is so, so wrong that you cannot talk to them from a place of self-respect. I get that. But I also understand the power of loving from afar and you doing the internal work to forgive your brother on your side. I'm not saying you need to sit down and have a conversation with him or write him a letter, but letting things go on your side so you can release. Because again, forgiveness work is saying that I'm no longer going to let this person or this event toxify myself, my body, and my quality of life. I deserve to be freed from this, so I'm rising above it. So you can still, I mean, again, like, I understand there are certain situations where not talking to them is just, like, the right thing to do, but I'm saying on your side, if you are somebody that's not talking to somebody, you've got to do the internal work to let that go, to forgive them, to find compassion for their particular situation and the tools or the lack of tools that they have, and really just loving them from afar. You know, and I have a lot of really great examples of this because I've had a lot of issues with my own parents. And there have been times in my life where I've thought about basically just leaving the family and no longer speaking to my parents. I've thought about that. But I decided that I'd rather have them in my life. And I've done a lot of forgiveness work on my parents. A lot. And it is the most self-loving thing I have ever done for myself. For me. I was angry and bitter and frustrated and resentful, and you may not think on a conscious level you are those things, but if you feel that towards any family members, I'm telling you, that is bringing your life down, if you know it or not. And really forgiving them has created this amazing life that I have that honestly I couldn't have even dreamt up this life. It's so amazing. And I know I wouldn't have this level of happiness and joy and abundance and love and health if it wasn't for me letting go of those deepest resentments that I held onto for years with my own parents. And, you know, like, I do have them in my life, and I will tell you, when I truly forgave them and let go, our relationship dynamics totally shifted. They're still not perfect at all, Our relationship is not perfect, but it's a hell of a lot better because I let that go. And I did not sit down and have conversations with them. I did it myself. I wrote them letters. I did the forgiveness work. I saw that they were doing the best with what they had. And I let that go. And I loved them from afar, and then it started to shift. So, anyway, Talia or anybody listening who, like, they just have that person, that one family member that they just don't get along with, that they would love to just not talk to or not talking to. Find a way to accept them for the way that they are, to find compassion around that particular situation that you might be holding some grudges on. Find forgiveness, because it's really freeing you. It's bettering your life. It's not saying what they did was right. It's saying, I deserve to be freed from this, because we think that anger is holding them in prison, but it's holding you in prison. So anyway, that's why I think family is so hard, and why family is such a great teacher for all of us. Because we have to learn how to commingle and be in these things called family when I would never be friends with that person, and hell no, I would never be friends with them. But they're my family, and I love them, and I have to learn how to say, you know what, I'll do me, and you do you, and you live your life the way you want, and I'll live my life the way I want, even though it's totally polar opposite. And I'm going to focus on what's right. And I'm going to focus on how there are some good things about our relationship. And I'm going to keep my focus there. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely going to go over an hour. But this is important. This is really, really important. And for those of you watching live or watching the replay, you know, like, I'm just saying, as somebody who lived with a ton of anger and resentment towards my own family members for a long time, forgiving them was the most self-loving thing I ever did for myself, and the best thing I did for my quality of life. So it's totally, totally worth it. Okay, how to cope with other factors. So, less time for yourself. So there's not a lot of self-care during the holidays, so think in 5-minute increments. I'm telling you guys, if you think in these 5-minute increments, it helps. When you are in extreme emotion, and you do the 4-7-8 breathing really quick, or you do the EFT, or you go and take a shower, even if it's 10 minutes long, like, that counts as self-care. And you have to see that as self-care. Like, okay, this is self-care. This is self-care. Because we think, oh, I need to work out for half an hour. You know, like, I need to be to the gym for 60 minutes. That's self-care. I need to take an hour-long bath. But you know what? During the holidays, we ain't got that kind of time, guys. So you need to look at it as 5-minute increments, okay? And again, like, as you're doing it, as you're taking a walk around the building when you're at work because you're stressed out, you're saying to yourself, this is self-care. I'm taking care of myself. This counts, because it does. Sunlight, take a vitamin D supplement or get one of those happy lights. Again, it's really, really important that you guys are taking vitamin D supplements. I always start taking vitamin D in the fall. I usually don't take it in the summer, but I take it in the fall. Fear of weight gain. So this is the thing. Your weight will fluctuate your whole life. And I'm not to say that it's like fluctuating like this, but the key is to know that our body does naturally hold on to more weight in the winter months. It's a hibernation thing. It's intrinsic. It's physical. It's physiological. It's, you know, it's in our DNA. It happens. And it's not that much, and you will lose it when the spring months come. And then, you know, with the fear of weight gain, it's like, I have so many great tools on listening to your body in terms of eating. Just go to my website, like, go to the free coaching tab. There's a ton of videos on there. And you can even search at the bottom if you want to search something in particular. But listen to your body, stop when you're full, eat when you're hungry, and know that you may gain a little bit of weight during the holidays, but don't be dramatic about it. Once you get back into your routine and you're getting to your, like, normal amount of self-care and the stress is lessened a lot, you will just offset to the weight you were before the holidays. It will happen. It's when we get dramatic about it and think, oh my gosh, I'm going to gain 10 pounds during the holidays and it's never going to come off. And then January comes and you step on the scale and all you focus on is the fact that you gained weight during the holidays. That stress is only going to keep the weight on. Just get back into your jam, get back into your groove, and it will offset. Work. Proof that self-care shouldn't be put on the back burner. So, again, during work, really making sure that you are, you're trying those 5 minutes of self-care, especially at work. Okay? Okay, so let's just talk about New Year's resolutions really quick. What I think about New Year's resolutions. Basically, they suck. So why do they suck? Because they set you up for failure. We set these huge goals, all these huge goals, and then when it actually comes down to implementing them, they feel so overwhelming because we're like, I'm going to lose 50 pounds this year. This is a common example, right? I'm going to lose 50 pounds this year. January 1st hits, and you're like, I have 50 pounds to lose. So I need to cut out sugar, I need to cut out gluten, I need to cut out dairy, I can only eat raw vegetables, and you just go way too extreme. Because 50 pounds sounds like a lot. But if you say, I'm going to lose like a few pounds this month, it sounds a little better, right? But we don't like that. We like to set these huge goals. I mean, I appreciate your ambition, but it's not setting you up for success. So and then you have one little slip up because you get on this like restrictive diet, and then we stop. We get discouraged, we quit, and then our self-esteem and our belief in ourselves drop even lower. So then by February, we feel like crap. So I'm going to say don't set New Year's resolution, guys. What to do instead is set an intention, so a word, an emotion, a mantra, a theme for the year. And you're going to filter everything through that mantra or word or emotion. Okay, so in 2014, I did expansion. 15, I did growth, which 15 was a huge growth year for me. I got married and I got pregnant. That's big. Lots of growth there. And then 2016 was create. I was creating a baby. I was creating a whole new way of living. And then 2017 was fun. Now, I haven't had like a ridiculous amount of fun, but I've definitely had a lot more fun than in 2016 because that was a hard year for me. First year of motherhood. So I want you to pick a word, a mantra, an emotion, a theme. So here are some other ones. Inspired, freedom, alive, present, calm, centered, connected, understood, love, focus, ease, mindful, surrender, abundant. Those are just some words. Maybe even picking 1, 2, or 3 of those. But I'm telling you, so you write it, you pick your words or your emotion or whatever it is, you pick it, and then you write it down on sticky notes. And you put it all over the place. You put it at work, and you put it on your fridge, and you put it on your mirror. And then every single decision is filtered through that feeling. Like, is this fun? Can I make this fun? Right? And I'm telling you, it totally works. But you got to keep that intention all year. Yeah. Elizabeth says she loves seeing intentions or setting intentions instead. It's so much more relaxing. Just do it. I'm telling you, I've been doing it. I feel like I did it in 2013, but I couldn't find my word. So I've done it for sure for 4 years. I think I've been doing it more for 5. And I'm still working on mine for 2018. It's going to be something like relaxed or something. It's going to be like relaxed and thinking. Something like that. Chill. Chill. Okay, so here are your awakening activities, also known as homework. I don't like homework, so I call them awakening activities. So setting an intention for the holidays and write it down. If you know your intention or you even have an idea for your intention for the holidays, okay, not 2018 yet, I would love for you to comment below and tell me. Write down your ideal holiday and read it daily. Bonus points if you post it in this playground group. Okay, maybe I'll even give you some incentive if you post it. Might give you a little freebie, something. Got lots of goodies. So yeah, set an intention for the holidays, comment below, write it down, And then write, like actually journal out your ideal holiday and read it daily. And you will start to see that you will naturally start to shift into that vision by reading it every single day. It might not look exactly the same because, you know, Alice, you can't Skype your brother and mom because you're going to see them, but the feelings that you want to feel, and that's what you focus on, is how you want to feel during the holidays. Those will start to come into manifestation. You'll start to really bring those into your reality. Yeah, and I had a sticky note here that says, thank you for a happy and healthy holiday. I know, it's totally cheesy, happy and healthy. It's not unique at all, but like that was my thing. Like that's what I wanted. And then obviously like setting an intention for 2018 as well. So, okay, in the immersion program, after they go through a class, they get this beautiful little checklist that guides them through everything that we talked about in class. So they get the audio version, the video version, they get these slides, they get the separate visualization, which is nice so they can fall asleep to it, to help, again, shift the mindset, shift the limiting beliefs. Shannon, calm and mindful. Talia, peaceful and peace and growth. I love that. Calm and mindful, peace and growth. Great. And then any other little awakening activities are going to be on here. And then there's like movement class and a sisterhood that we have. So it's really cool. So if you enjoyed this class, this is, again, an exact replica of what we do every week in my program Immersion. So this is the exact format, but it's a high-end group coaching call, so a group coaching program, so there's a ton more that goes with it. So you get these live classes with me. You get awakening activities and checklists, as you can see. You get group coaching calls with me where we all get on the phone and we talk about what came up, kind of like we're doing here. We're going to open up the calls soon if anybody's still on the line. You get Wildly Alive workout videos, which are really fun and low-key, and I don't have my shoes on, and we just kind of like, we dance and we laugh, and it's not taken seriously at all because fitness is about fun. It's not about being serious. You have a private Facebook group with me, so if you think the playground is great, just imagine what the sisterhood is like. You have unlimited text message support with me, which is really great, where when you're going through a struggle, you can text me in the moment, and we will work through it. So if you're feeling like you're super stressed out and you want to eat a pan of brownies, you send me a text, and we work through it. It's really good. And then you get surprise motivational text messages from me randomly. Hey, how you doing? Remember we set this goal? How's that going? You know, the text message support has been really, really fun. So you get all the benefits of working with me one-on-one, but a fraction of the cost. So it's completely customized. There's a ton of support. You have me in your back pocket on your phone. You get a ton of support and a lot of personal accountability. So if you'd like to apply, go to wildlyaliveweightloss.com/coach-me, or just to make it easy, just go to wildlyaliveweightloss.com. On the navigation bar, there's a Work With Me tab, and then you'll see the immersion program, so the high-end group coaching program. So, yeah, I'm just going to wrap it up there because we are so... Oh, we aren't that over. Oh, my gosh, I'm only 10 minutes over. I am so proud of myself. You have no idea. This is a big deal. So, yeah, let me see what you guys... Okay, is anybody else going to tell me what you're doing for the holidays? Like, what your intentions are? Okay, I Skype them because they are on the other side of the world, and I need to see and talk to them, not because I don't want to move with them. Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. But I will say that I would rather Skype my family members, some of them, than actually go and see them because they stress me out that bad. So, sorry for implying that, but that's what I thought. I believe 100% in self-care, but find I haven't had time to. I want to focus on what's good for me. So again, Amy, like the key here is you focusing on that 5 minutes. Okay? Where can you just get little chunks of self-care? Because if you look at, like, if I had a blank piece of paper, I have this notebook. So say, like, it's the holidays, and you wake up, and you just, like, let me get a thick marker here. if this isn't that thick, but it's better. And so you wake up and you feel fairly good. And then as the day goes on, you just get more stressed and more stressed and more stressed and more stressed and more stressed, right? So that's what your day looks like. And then you get home here, and when you get home at that high of a stress level, you're so stressed out that the only thing that can really bring you down is food or booze, because it's just so overwhelming. But if you do these 5-minute things, let me show you what your day would look like. So it kind of goes up, you're recognizing it, oh, and you get a little dip there, because you got your 5 minutes. You go outside, you do the 4-7-8 breathing, you let the sun hit your face, you take a quick shower, you know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, it's going to go up, it's going to go up, oh, and then you get another break. And then you can see that it kind of does this. So then, at the end of the day, you're more here on the stress scale, which means you're just going to be more, you're going to be able to handle it more realistically and more lovingly than, ah! Like, I need something. You know, I need to scream, I need a cookie, I need a bottle of wine. You're more like, I'm stressed, but I took those little breaks. I'm going to take a bath. Do you see what I'm saying? So that helps, my little line graph. But that's what that 5 minutes does, is it really does save your sanity. So you have to look at the self-care like 5-minute breaks. Okay? Okay, let's go over to the lines and see if there is anyone there, which would be great, but we will see. Let me see. Oh, okay, so we do still have one person. So whoever is from California, would you like to speak? So you can press *2 to raise your hand. Okay, Linda says, my intention for 2017 holidays is to be present, centered, and content. I want to balance my time and spend time with others, including trying to make the best choices for me regarding food rather than thinking, oh, well, I've blown it, so I might as well go hog wild. Hog wild, yes, totally. Yeah, thinking that you really want to start 2018 feeling good and kind of on top of things, then like, I was like, screw it, whatever, you know? Okay, so let's go over to our California friend. Hi, you are unmuted.
Hi, it's Kathy. How are you, Nicole?
Oh, hi, Kathy. I'm glad you were able to call in because you were having Facebook issues.
Yeah, I've been able to watch it and hear you on the phone. I came up with a limiting belief about the holidays and this year is the first time we haven't had any younger generations with us, so it's just us 5 old folks. We always see each other all the time. And then, you know, I realized I am very grateful that things are as simple as they are now. And then I thought, well, you know, what else can I do? And to make it more fun, you know, to have more joy.
Right.
And when she said Skype, I mean, that sort of clicked with me. Oh, you know, maybe I've never done it, but I could learn how to do that.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
We could play some kind of game that strengthens our brain or something.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. But just to have more options than to just sit there and talk and eat, you know.
Yep.
I don't want that anymore.
Yeah, totally. So let me just bring something up here. So I just bought this set of cards that is supposed to do just that. Here, it's called, okay, it's going to be really hard to pronounce. It's called Vertellis. So Vertellis. And it's a game. It says conversation starter game, card game to have more meaningful connections with loved ones in an offline setting, which you might do it on Skype, but, you know, perfect for the holidays and groups of all and mixed ages. So I just bought these, actually. Again, it's called Vertellis, Vertellis. And it looks like of which personal achievement are you proud of? So it's some sort of game where you're asking really meaningful conversations. So maybe that would be a good game to get to really like create a lot of heart-centered conversation. Or you could do something really fun, like you've seen me, I did like that mouth thing, that game with the mouth.
I know.
Whatever that is, like, you know, that's fun. And, you know, here it is. It's right here on Amazon. Watch Your Mouth. It's called where you put that mouthpiece in. It's so funny to play that game. Or like, you know, and I know you can't.
Yeah, I saw your video.
Yeah.
I saw your video of you guys doing it. All you could do was laugh. You were just laughing.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I will say people with bigger mouths have an easier time, so it's not as funny if everyone has a big mouth, but like my mouth's so small that my like lips are cracking, so I couldn't like open it all the way. So they need to have different sizes of those things. But anyway, I think that's really smart, and it made me remember that we're actually doing a white elephant gift exchange here for Christmas, and I've included my brother and my cousin who live in Alaska, and we're going to FaceTime them and put them on the big screen so they can play the white elephant game with us. So they're going to send their gifts here, and we're going to play, and then I'll send the gifts that they actually end up with back to them. But I think, you know, you're kind of in that exact same wavelength of let's Skype or FaceTime and play a game or do a white elephant gift exchange, and you can kind of bring in family members who can't necessarily make it.
All right. That's great. Thank you, Nichole.
Yeah. Thanks, Kath, for raising your hand.
Uh-huh.
Okay, talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay, yay. All right, so Cecilia says, my intention is to learn how to manage the kids, house, and this pregnancy and thrive. Right now, I'm only surviving. Oh, Cecilia, I could only imagine. I think that thriving is definitely in your future, but I will say sleep is probably the most important thing to bank on thriving as much as you possibly can. And then again, those little 5 minutes like I was talking with Amy. My intention is to live in the now and not stress on tomorrow or yesterday, says Elizabeth. I love that. Okay. All right, ladies. Well, thank you so much for coming. This has been so great. I hope that you took some notes and you were able to write some of these things down so you can really apply them. I'm all about you actually taking action on this, not just coming and, you know, not really applying. So write things down on sticky notes. Actually do the journaling assignment and read it. Try Yoga Nidra. Try EFT. You know, try these things because the end of the year can be really, really nourishing and great for you. You just have to really take some action and not get lost in the next and the next and the next and the next. You know, and for those of you listening to the recording, thank you for listening. It says a lot about you and your desire to live a better, more fulfilling life and have better health and feel better in your body. So I think you should be really proud of yourself and you as well. Hopefully you will take some action, maybe even re-listen to this call if it's on your phone, if you're listening to the podcast or on YouTube or something like that. And I hope you guys have a really, really great, thriving holiday. It's not going to be perfect. Do not set your expectations too high. Just focus on what's right and really try to enjoy and see what you have in common with people instead of your differences. And I know it can be really, really great. And release those social pressures. Like really just create a holiday as much as you can at this point for you. Okay? All right, guys. Well, I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye. Hello there. It's Nichole Kellerman-Worth from WildlyAliveWeightLoss.com and Mr. Wyatt Worth. You say hi? Hi. Say hi. And that's Mia and George behind me. Like, this is my working life. Welcome to my home. So I wanted to stop in really quick and make sure that you've taken the Wildly Alive quiz if you haven't already. Because this quiz is going to really clear up why you're shooting yourself in the foot when it comes to weight loss. And we're also going to create a Wildly Alive weight loss plan like you've never heard before. So if you're one of those women that say, I know what I should be doing to lose weight, but I'm just not following through, this is the missing piece, your mindset. That's what we're going to get into. We're going to really dig deep into what's going on in between those ears so your beliefs line up with what you want so you can start actually following through and in a way that feels really good and inspiring for you. So again, head on over to wildlyaliveweightloss.com, take the quiz, and together let's create your personalized weight loss plan. All right, see you there. Bye. Say bye, Wyatt. Say bye.